Hello, acoustic guitar fan here with a review of the Taylor 214 CE. Um, this guitar is the first Taylor I ever acquired and holds a special place in my heart. It's a great little guitar. The 200 series is more like Taylor's mid-priced guitar range, and if your budget has gotten to a point where you're looking for a little bit of a nicer guitar, you can't go wrong with this model. As you can see, the guitar itself has the traditional grand auditorium shape that Taylor is known for, and it has a satin solid Sitka spruce top, as you can see. It's not a gloss finish, but it's more of a satin finish, which is really understated and beautiful to me. You see the traditional Taylor bridge, of course. It comes with Indian rosewood back and sides. Of course, the Indian rosewood on this particular 200 series model is a laminate, but it's beautiful nonetheless, as you can see. Really, really nice look to it. And the tonal characteristics of this guitar are incredible. I mean, for me, after strumming on all different types of guitars, when I strum on a Taylor, I can tell the difference in the workmanship and the quality of the guitar itself. I mean, when you hold it in your arms, when you're playing it, there's just a certain distinctive feel and sound to a Taylor that, to me, pushes every button as far as a guitar player. You'll see what I mean as you go out and look for guitars and make decisions. Give yourself every opportunity to play the guitars you're out there playing, and to really make a decision based upon how the guitar feels to you, and with of course taking into consideration your budget. But generally, the cool thing about the 214 CE is it comes with the Est Electronics, which EST basically stands for Expression System Transducer. In the 200 series line, it's the EST pickup is generally a single source under the saddle transducer with individual elements for each string, and the EST has an onboard preamp and the same active controls, as you can see, the controls up here on the top, as the full expression system. It features a custom voiced equalizer and dynamic response, and of course the system is powered by a 9-volt battery, which goes right in there, and that little piece just slides out so easily for you to put your battery in. It has a battery life LED power indicator, which is lit basically when the battery is being used, and you can see that through the sound hole when you have it hooked up to an amplifier. And it also has a phase switch for feedback control, which is located on the preamp board inside the sound hole, which is very accessible actually. So of course, Taylor tuners continue the industry leading 18:1 gear ratio that they've been using, yet yield even greater precision with the help of a manufacturing process that employs the same gear cutting machines used by Swiss watchmakers. So basically, you have some high quality tuners here on every Taylor guitar you purchase, from the 100 series up to the top of the line. So the advantage of these precisely machined gears are basically they virtually eliminate the slight slop or slack typical among tuners, which makes it even easier for Taylor owners to stay in tune. I mean, these guitars stay in tune. Usually, I'm a real stickler when it comes to tuning my guitar, and I'll usually tune it up before I play it. And oftentimes, when I go through the process of tuning it up, I'm finding out to myself that, wow, this guitar is still in tune. I mean, even though I've played it pretty hard and stuff, it stays in tune pretty well. It's kind of like the tuners really have sort of a really nice aesthetic touch to it. You even see the Taylor logo etched on them, and just overall, just a nice, really um, appearance. Simple, elegant, you know. So generally, this guitar itself, uh, aside from being a beautiful guitar, sounds great. I mean, it comes with the Elixir Nano Web light to medium gauge strings. I'd say 0.012 with a 0.056 or 0.053 would be well matched to this guitar. The look of the guitar, like I said, very, very understated. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles of Taylor's more high-end guitars, but if your budget is within a certain range and you're looking for a great overall guitar, you can't go wrong with this one. Now, since I got this guitar, I've I wouldn't say graduated, but I ended up getting a little bit of a sort of a dream guitar for myself, sort of a guitar that I've been saving all my pennies for, which is the Taylor GS8, which I also reviewed. You can check out that review if you'd like. But as far as an entry-level Taylor, you know, if you're looking at the 100 series or the 200 series, you can't go wrong with those guitars. Or even a baby Taylor. Like I said, the guitars are just very well made. They stay in tune like you wouldn't believe. And what's unique about the Taylor guitars are that the necks, the way they build the necks are amazing. So if you ever need any work done on these guitars, they're very easy to repair. And I remember even going to a Taylor Roadshow at Guitar Center one evening, and the Taylor rep was talking about the fact that a lot of times people who come to the roadshows will bring their guitar, and usually they'd be able to affix a repair right there during the roadshow, afterwards, or in between a break. And most of the time, because of the simplicity, because of the way the necks are designed, they can pull the guitar apart very quickly and make any neck adjustments that they need, or bridge adjustments. So yes, aside from the fact that they're just really beautiful guitars, they're very practical in the way that they're designed. And I think in one of my other reviews, I talk a little bit about a book I read that was written by Bob Taylor, where he goes into more of a discussion of how he came up with some of the design innovations that characterize these Taylor guitars. So, again, Taylor 200 series comes with a satin solid Sitka spruce top, Indian rosewood back and sides, a laminate, of course. It has the Grand Auditorium body shape. Has a sound hole rosette, which is plastic, not abalone, which they use on more of their high-end guitars, but still very nice touch. The neck is sapelli, sort of like sapili. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's like an African mahogany. Fretboard, of course, is ebony. Fretboard inlays are perloid dots. And the headstock overlay, of course, is the Indian rosewood laminate. And the binding, you've got a little white binding around the guitar itself. The bridge is an ebony bridge. And the tuning machines are basically die-cast chrome-plated tuners, but very elegant looking. Scale length is about 25.5 inches. Truss rod, of course, one of Taylor's great innovative designs, adjustable. Neck width at the nut is about 1 11/16 of an inch. Number of frets 20. Fretboard radius about 15 inches. Bracing, it has your traditional X brace. I'm just reading these specifications off of a 214 brochure. You can find all this information out, of course, if you go to Taylor's website and pull up the specific model and to get a little bit more about it. But just to give you the perspective of someone who's owned this guitar for quite a while. As a matter of fact, this guitar is dated 2008, and so I've had this guitar for quite a while, and I'm very happy with it. I mean, it's one of my favorite guitars. Even though I play my GS more these days, I'm still very fond of this guitar, mainly because it was my first Taylor. And sometimes when you think about trading and selling guitars, that's one thing, is I haven't traded or sold any of my Taylors. It seems like I seem to be acquiring more Taylors, as a matter of fact. My next dream, I guess, is possibly to get an 814 CE later down the line, mainly because of the look of the guitar and just the fact that it's just a, you know, another Taylor that I'd love to add to my collection. But anyhow, I hear the phone ringing, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this review short. Check it out, Taylor 214 CE. You can find out many other reviews online about this guitar. YouTube it. Check out reviews, Amazon.com, Musician's Friend, Guitar Center, so forth and so on. Go to Taylor's website. Go play the guitar above all. And, you know, if you make a decision to finally get it, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. From a Taylor 214 CE player, happy playing.